One. Hello, everybody. For the very last webinar in our series, this is Dr. Gill from Pulsar Health, and we have Pamela Giustizia from Muse Medispa. And our special surprise guest today is Priyankas, who is known as the superstar yoga in West Palm Beach. You can Google that. And she is such a delight. I want Pamela to say why she's excited, and then we're getting to talk with Priyanka.
Oh my gosh. So we just opened both of our businesses up a week and a half ago, and it has been literally crazy, just so busy. And I feel like I've been going. And as soon as Priyanka's video came on, she has this energy and this aura about her that it just calmed me. And I'm like, what is that about over a video? I don't know a lot about yoga, and I'm learning a lot about inner beauty and inner health. So I'm really excited to just feel your beautiful energy and know what you're gonna educate us and share with us today.
I just wanted to say, Pamela has a T-shirt that says on it, "Heavily meditated."
I do, heavily meditated, but I did wear that to pick up a prescription the other day, and I was like, this is probably not good.
So Priyanka, can you tell us about how you got into yoga? I know you want to treat everybody to a special meditation session, so I'm excited about that. But can you tell us like how this came about, how you got interested in everything?
Yes. Namaste, everybody. My name is Priyanka Shanbag. I've been in the US for now 35 years. And before that, and of course, I'm 68 years old. Kind of a little backup about my background about how I grew up into yoga, doing yoga. From a very, very young age, I was introduced with my grandparents, actually. Did not like it up until I was a teenager. And then I began to realize how it has benefited me in every aspect of my life, right from my physical part, my academic, and in every area of my life, my relationships, everything. And now at the age of 68, I can say, truthfully, I've really, as many ups and downs like I've had, like most of us have, I've been able to deal with everything very calmly, very even-tempered, almost never have oh my God moments. We all have those oh my God moments. And now more than ever, I've seen over the 27 years of teaching, this past 4 months, I've seen so many people have these, oh my God, is it ever going to end? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel kind of moments? My meditation, my yoga movements, everything kind of go hand in hand together. So I wouldn't, even when I teach now for the next 20, 30 minutes when I teach, you'll notice that even though you may be meditating, but at the same time incorporating a few movements that will kind of help you through this feeling of anxiety or feeling of unsettling feeling that most of us are experiencing. So whenever you're ready for me to start, Roop, I'm ready to start.
I wanted to just add, we're going to do the raising hands because we have, go ahead, Doctor.
Go ahead, Pamela.
I was just gonna ask. So, is this a meditation that people can come back and review the video, and they can keep doing it? If
Yes.
they feel anxious. So
yes. The way I describe, Roop, since you have taken my class, the way I describe my yoga class is a moving meditation. Because even though you're going to be moving your arms, your legs, I don't think we'll be doing any standing postures because of the screen and all that. It may be a little difficult, but I want everybody who's doing this have enough space on either side. So you'll be, even as you move, you'll be moving your endocrine glands. You'll feel the muscles, the rib cage open up. You'll feel your shoulders loosen, your cervical spine. your lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, everything being incorporated, everything participating along with your mind, along with your breath, along with your body. So
I love all of that. There's two things I wanted to just add, and then I'm just so excited right now because I need this more than anything right now. So I was speaking earlier with one of our patients who was having a struggle with her young adult daughter who was really having some serious anxiety through all of this uncertainty and not like coming out of it, you know? And as a parent, you're like, well, what do I do? Because I'm feeling anxious too. I'm feeling uncertain also, you know, so it's very hard, I think, for everybody right now with the uncertainty, with the financial stress, with the business stress, with the just not feeling great about yourself, with maybe turning to foods or things that you wouldn't normally turn to. And meditation is something I've tried very hard to incorporate. But what I like the idea of movement with it, because if I try to meditate in the morning, I fall asleep. But that's a great way to start your day. But if I'm laying there still, I go back to sleep. And that's not a great way to start my day. And then if I do it at night, it's great. I fall asleep. But I wanted to have it at the beginning of my day, so I started my day with the right mindset. So I love the idea of the movement. And the last thing is, I like the idea of we need 6 feet between us all right now anyway.
That's exactly another reason why I said
we can just walk around doing this.
Yes. And also, Pamela, Roop had given me an idea. It's going to be 30 minutes. I don't have my watch with me. I have to get up otherwise. So will one of you just give me a cue when it's about a minute or more, or maybe 5 minutes before I end the class?
I will.
Yeah, we have like 25 minutes right now.
Okay. So whenever you're ready.
We're ready.
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Okay. Namaste, everybody. Since most of you all do not, kind of are not familiar with what meditation or yoga is about, going with the premise that you are not aware of what it is, a brief introduction to it. One of the simplest ways is close your eyes and invite yourself in. And through the practice, even when I say keep your eyes closed, you need to open your eyes, feel free. The reason why I like to first couple minutes, I'll say keep your eyes closed. So just kind of let yourself draw your awareness to what's happening on the inside. Close your eyes and just let your mind drift to a thought. Let your mind drift to many thoughts. Let your mind jump from one thought to another. The yogis describe this as a monkey mind or a galloping stallion. Our thoughts never stop. But eventually this monkey mind does tire itself out. The galloping stallion does want to slow down. That's when your meditation kicks in. Continue to observe your thoughts. Continue to observe them and notice how your body feels. At any time, like I said, you need to open your eyes, you're going to open your eyes. So that awareness, that freedom that I can do this with my eyes closed, my eyes open is all up to me. But I'm drawn to that place where I'm now in my comfort zone, noticing and appreciating those thoughts. Notice and appreciating my body. What part of my body feels tight? What part of my body feels like a little stiff this morning? Where do I feel a little hungry, a little thirsty? Maybe I have a slight headache. Maybe for the first time I'm noticing that headache, I'm becoming aware. I begin to make that connection. Is it the stress I'm going through? Or is it a lack of activity? Is it a lack of sleep? Or maybe am I oversleeping? So this is how you begin to scan your mind and you scan your body. Continuing to do this, narrow that frame of awareness now to that triangular space below the tip of your nose, above your upper lip. Begin to notice your natural breath, and slowly, like you're driving a car and you're just shifting it into another gear, begin to deepen that breath. And scientifically begin to notice how this breath is moving. You're filling it up from the bottom to the top. You can feel the movement around your belly. You can feel it in your rib cage going in and out. You can feel it around the muscles around your heart. Feel the breath moving into your throat center, right? You're right where your thyroid and your parathyroid gland. The breath is now relatively stale. Exit it, remove that breath, breathe it out, exhale it through your nostrils. Filter out that breath, it's yucky, and begin the process all over again. And for the millions who have thought how difficult meditation is, this is it. You're breathing, you're appreciating your thoughts, and you're noticing your breath moving. Feel free to keep your eyes open or closed. And the next time you inhale, circle your arms up to the sky. Draw those palms together and slowly, with gratitude, bring those palms together at your heart center. Inhale, I reach up for the stars. Exhale, I draw those palms with joy into my heart center. Inhale, I practice gratitude. I pull this gratitude and embrace and celebrate straight into my heart center. And as I do this a couple more times, I make up my own affirmations. And as I do this one last time, we all meet up with our palms together at our heart center, what we describe as the Anahata chakra. Now, as mindfully as you can, you're going to open out your arms and twist to one side. And as you twist, I want you to make a fist and open up your hands. Make a fist and unclench. And do this a couple more times. There are nerve endings in your hands that are attached to nerve endings to all the organs in your body. One last time, I twist, I come back to the center, bring my palms together at my heart center, and I twist open to the other side. I make a fist and unclench. I do this a few more times, and at the same time, I notice that I'm twisting a little more on one side and a little on the other side. And it is what it is. Come back to the center. So you've got that first movement. Open out your arms in a T. Rotate those wrist joints a few times. And especially now, because of that social distancing, this kind of gives you that leverage that you are away from each other and yet you're able to do some things. Make a fist and unclench a couple more times. Remember, at all times, you've got to breathe. Inhale, circle your arms up to the sky. Identifying your right hand, slide that right hand down and lean to your right. Feel that left rib cage open up. Inhale, I sit up tall. I slide that left hand down and I lean to my left. And I notice the subtle difference. Inhale, I reach up. One more time to my right. Remember, I've got to breathe in and out. Inhale, I reach up. Exhale to my left for the last time. Inhale, I reach up. I bring my palms together at my heart center. I check in with my breath. Noticing that my breath is long, deep, and complete. I bring my arms to the front. I reach forward with my arms. I rotate my wrist joints a couple times. And at all times in this moving meditation, I may keep my eyes closed, I may leave them open. And the next time I turn my palms out to the front, fingers pointing up. I take one set of fingers and pull them towards me, and I feel a really cool stretch in the bottom of my arm. Come back to the center, switch hands. And I do this one more time because it's not just about my meditation, it's feeling my meditation in every muscle in my body, in every fiber in my body. Come back to the center, bring your hands down on your lap. Take your left hand and bring it on the outside of your right knee and slowly twist to your right. Yes, it's your right. Because you're watching me, I'm doing it exactly so that's convenient for you. Come back to the center. Your right hand comes on the outside of your left knee and you're going to twist open to your left. And you're going to do this one more time. Now what this does is it actually begins to move your glands, your endocrine glands, your liver, your spleen, and your pancreas. One last time to the other side. And as mindfully, guys, come back to the center, cross your knees, cross your legs. It doesn't matter which one. Uncross your legs and cross them the other way. Remember at all times, you've got to breathe. This is a breathing practice, a moving meditation. Uncross your legs, cross them the other way. And as I do this one last time, I'm going to keep my legs crossed. I'm going to twist open my arms to the walls on either side 2 times. So the knee, I do not twist my body stays straight through. It's only my arms that are twisting. I'm twisting from my torso all the way into my tailbone. So my knees are crossed, my legs are crossed, and I'm just twisting one more time. And as mindfully, guys, I'm going to come back to the center, uncross your legs, cross them the other way, and repeat the same movement 3 times. So you're just going to let your body open up slowly. At no time am I rushing. At no time am I feeling rushed. At all times, I'm prepared, working my muscles, opening up my body, and meditating at the same time. Come back to the center. Place both your hands on your belly. Cover up the surface of your abdomen. Feel the movement of your belly go in and out. You know you're breathing. You know your meditation is continuing very mindfully. Let's do one more yoga posture, which is very beneficial for your brain. It has a direct connection to a part of your brain called the pituitary gland. It kind of opens up and it's the part of the brain that helps you process information. And right now you are doing just that. It's calming you down, and yet at the same time you're processing information. It's called the eagle posture. Bring one arm in front of the other. And if you cannot get the way, no big deal. Mindfully switch hands. And you're just going to do this a few more times. This is not just good for your brain, but what it does to your shoulders, what it does to your heart muscles are just as important. It opens up the tightness in our shoulders, our trapezius muscles. One last time on with either arm, please. One last time. And as mindfully, guys, you're going to do this. Bring your arms down by your side. Uncross your legs. You're going to, Roop, shall we do some leg extensions?
We have a few more minutes, yeah. Just a couple.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Now,
sitting on a stool, so I have to be careful.
Okay, you're sitting on a stool. So what I'm going to do is, okay, let's kind of do these things that will help you. So we're not even going to do the leg ones because you all cannot see me. So you're just going to keep your eyes open or close, your choice. You're going to start rotating your head 3 times in this direction. There are over 300 joints in our body. The maximum joints are in and around our neck muscles, the cervical spine. Now we are going to rotate the head in that opposite direction and just notice that one side rotation is a lot more easy than the other side. Why? Because our bodies are asymmetrical. Come back to the center and simply turn your head over one shoulder. And then turn and breathe over that other shoulder. This is what you do when you're loosening up what they call the transmandibular joint, TMJ. Yet another part of our body that we hold stress. Our jawline is loosening up. And as mindfully, one last time on either side, I come back to the center. Inhale, I look up. Exhale, I look down. And I do this a couple more times. Inhale, I look up. Exhale, I look down. Inhale, I look up. And as mindfully, exhale, I look down. And this is, this is a med spa, something which I do what we call for facial yoga. I take those fingers and I just kind of do this to kind of energetically stimulate the nerve endings in our face, and you go just above your brow line and you go just all over your body, just the fingertips, very lightly. Do not put a lot of pressure, Pamela. Just kind of, you're going to feel it. I forgot to mention, I'm actually 93 years old. I just look 68 because of all this.
When you said you were 68, I almost fell off my stool because I would never believe that.
God bless you, Pamela. Mm. And now very mindfully, this is something which I do for, actually I do it for all groups. Of when I teach corporate classes, this is another thing which I do. You're going to watch, it looks kind of dorky, but you're going to try it anyway. Watch me before you do it. This is very good for the memory, very good for stimulating your thinking, the processing information in our brain. It improves your concentration. It helps you with your or the sinuses and just everything to do with your upper body. This is, you stick your tongue out and you're just going to swing it without moving your head side to side. And you're going to do it 10 times. So here goes, ladies. Don't be shy. You're going to feel some saliva. Don't worry about it. You're going to wipe it off.
I have a feeling this is what's going to be the cover photo for YouTube.
Ah. But this is really, really good, Pamela. And you're going to, as you finish it, we are going to end our practice. How many more minutes, Baru?
Just another minute. Then we have 5 minutes to wrap up.
Okay. Let's end up with a meditation. Go ahead, everybody. We're going to do 3 breathing techniques. The first one is going to be just breathing in through your nose and breathing out through a sliver in your mouth. We're going to do 3 breaths of this. So this is the first breathing technique. The second one is you take the first finger and your thumb of your right hand. Inhale deep, cover your right nostril with your thumb. Exhale out through your left nostril. Inhale through your left nostril, close with your first finger. Exhale out through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril, close with your thumb roof. Exhale out through your left nostril. Inhale through your left nostril, close. Exhale out through your right nostril. One last time. Inhale through your right nostril, close. Exhale out through your left nostril. And even though we have done it only less than maybe 30, 40, 30 seconds, I would say try doing this 10 breaths each. So begin with 10 breaths. It's very beneficial. And the last one is what we call, this is for people who going through a lot of anxiety. This is for people who are very tense most time. It's called the bee breath, Brahmari. So it goes like this. And again, we're going to do just 3 of them. So it may look kind of strange when you're doing it the first time, but bear with me. It's really immensely beneficial. It goes like this. So you're inhaling and you're giving me the buzzing sound of the bee. So 2 more to go. Close your eyes and just fixate on your breath. And as you go through this breathing, remember the one important prayer that you're going to repeat to yourself, no matter how challenging times may feel. Repeating this prayer over and over and over again can calm you down and benefit you in many ways. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bring your palms together at your heart center, please. The light in me respectfully bows to the light in all of you. Namaste.
Thank you so much. I feel so refreshed.
Thank you. Pamela, how are you feeling, Pamela?
I honestly have chills right now because I don't think that we could have wrapped up this month of webinar series that we've been doing in a better way, and in a way that I'm sure Dr. Gill is feeling as much as I am. What a beautiful soul you are. And I really loved the stretching. I did find I was having a hard time controlling my breathing, which I'm sure that's just a practice thing while you're stretching. But those are areas, everything that we did upper body, that I am constantly, I think, because I'm always a little tense, feeling. And that helped me immensely. And it was, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah. Pamela, another thing is also, the reason why I incorporate the movements is I have a thing which I usually say, Roop is familiar with it, the way we do anything is the way we do everything. You learn to breathe through everything. Let's say you're
I have been saying that for 30 years.
And
the way you do anything is the way you do everything. And it's true.
Yeah, and you know, it begins to become, so I started incorporating, that's why I call my classes moving meditation, because you're not just meditating 10 minutes a day. My husband and I, we meditate all the time, but we are in a constant state of calm. Because of that, we don't become very reactive. And you know, it's not like we don't have our ups and downs. We have enough stress. We get upset like everyone else, but we know how to put it in perspective. And that's my thing.
I think one of the things that I've never done before, which I really enjoyed that, is because normally when I think about meditating, I'm saying a mantra or something, I'm laying there and I keep finding my brain like drifting to other thoughts. But the moving with that, your brain doesn't have anything to do except for think about the movement and breathing. So you're not distracted by all the other thoughts.
And even if you get all these other thoughts, Pamela, remember, we are always work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who says, however long a person has meditated, there is no way that he or she is not interrupted by a million thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make his or her practice any less.
Right.
We are always trying. We are always works in progress.
And it's making that effort and that step to.
Yes.
What I love about this, and by the way, Priyanka's husband is an anesthesiologist. He puts people to sleep. He's very calm. But those are critical things when somebody's going off to sleep and waking up. They're very dangerous times. And
yes,
calm is very important in having high output performance. If anything goes wrong, to be clearing your thoughts. So meditation isn't just for it helps your health. It helps your blood pressure. It helps your heart rate. It helps with so many different aspects of your health. But it also helps you even better than it would be if you didn't, because you have that calm, you have that perspective, you're less reactive and more proactive, more able to discern, like, what do I want to do in this situation, you know? And there's so many benefits to this. And yoga is like, we didn't talk about it, but I did yoga teacher training twice. So I didn't do all my hours because I was in residency, but I love yoga. And yoga is union. It's the union of all that we are.
Yeah.
You know? With the divine, with all that, like our minds, our bodies, our hearts, everything. And so I thought this was such a perfect way to end, because it has been a time for us to reach out to community. And you, Priyanka, are such a loving, giving person. You do these classes at the library with over 100 people, and it's donation based, you know, and you're always seeking to give. You always have time for people, and you're just such a loving heart. And so I wanted it to end with that, because this was Pamela and my effort to reach out to the community with our hearts, to say, you're not alone, we're in this together. And now now we're on to a new phase of our lives, but we always have that connection to ourselves, to each other, to rely on, and to our breath. And so so this was given with love, and I thank you very much for giving.
My pleasure. And also, you know something, this is going to be the new norm of Pamela. Who knows how long this is going to last? It may go on for another maybe 6 months, 8 months, or even a year. But are we just going to crumble up and kind of keel over? No, we have got to go deal with this, and deal with this with grace. Deal with this with kindness. Deal with this
with love. I actually have a tattoo on my body, which most people don't know, but it's in now I don't remember which language it's in, but it says love conquers all.
Absolutely.
And love does conquer all.
Yeah, indeed. Amen.
So I want to say
thank you for doing this. Thank you for including me. Honestly, I'm so happy. I haven't seen Roop in only 100 years, I feel. Roop, when was the last time I saw you, Roop, before I left for India?
Last year, yeah.
Roop, what part of India are you from, or are you from India?
I was born in New Delhi, capital of
New
India.
Delhi. Guess what I did, Roop, this time? I was in Punjab for 3 weeks doing some volunteer work in Ludhiana, Amritsar. When we meet, I'll show you all these pictures. I was doing it with a medical community from here.
Yeah. And when are you going to start teaching again? I know.
You know what? I have been teaching privates here, all volunteer teaching. I've been working with a lot of I've been doing a lot of volunteer work at the with the food bank. So my 3 days a week goes like this, and the rest of the days I get to play.
I wanted to do a shout out for the yoga community too. West Palm Beach, they have like the Om Yoga studio that Priyanka sometimes teaches. In Wellington, they have Moksha Yoga, which is aerial yoga with swing.
Yeah.
And Debbie there taught me to do a backflip out of a swing on my first class. And so there's so many ways that you can explore yoga. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say thank you so much to Priyanka.
I wanted to say thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Thank you, Ru. Thank you. God bless both of you. Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you, honey.